what have we got here today? Well, it's a BMW M135i. Now, although it's got an M badge on the steering wheel here and an M badge on the boot and the flanks, and it says M on the dashboard, it's not actually an M car. It's what BMW refer to as an MPA, or a M Performance Automobile. So what does that mean? In the front, they've managed to jam a 3-litre turbocharged straight 6 engine, which means that it can do things like this. Which most 1 Series can't. Yes, it's that trusted recipe of a large engine in a small car. The 3-litre in this car puts out 240 kilowatts and 450 newton meters of peak torque, and that peak torque is on a flat plane all the way from about 1300 RPM all the way to about 4,500 RPM. So it makes the car extremely tractable and allows you heaps of power wherever you turn. The M135i costs $80,500. What do you get over and above the regular 1 Series? Well, you get a lot. A unique grille, much bigger air intakes underneath the bumper, 18-inch rims on it, and they're staggered, a little bit wider at the back than they are at the front, and the whole package has been lowered 10 millimeters closer to the road too. So even lay people, I've found, have recognized that this particular variant is a little bit special. They understand that this car has got sporting potential, but they may not know just how much sporting potential it actually embodies, because it's a lot. It comes with an 8-speed Steptronic transmission, runs a 0 to 100 time of 4.9 seconds. And it's electronically governed to a top speed of 250 kilometers an hour. So it's really, really quick. Down here, next to the shift lever, is a little button that they call the driving experience control. And what that does is it allows you to go through 4 separate settings. The default setting when you first hop in the car is comfort. If you drop it back 1 level, that brings you into Eco Pro, and that's where, as it says, the economy is prioritized. What that does is it dulls the throttle pedal considerably, like really considerably, and it also controls the shift patterns in the gearbox, so it jumps from 1st to 2nd to 3rd to 4th to 5th to 6th to 7th to 8th really quickly. You've got Sport, which starts to really quicken up the throttle, adjust the adjustable damping, so you get a much more responsive ride, brings some extra weight into the steering, and also reduces a little bit of the traction control. Beyond Sport is Sport Plus, and to get to that you have to hold it down in a more determined fashion, and it comes up and it says Dynamic Driving. Loves to rev this engine. The rear wheel drive chassis really helps you tighten corners by just a little dab on the throttle, brings the tail round beautifully. You cannot complain about the performance this car offers. It is very, very rapid. I don't think I've ever come across a car where there's so much range between the economy programming of the driving control and the Sports Plus setting. This car goes from being really lethargic, really boring, really ordinary, and really just blah, to like, holy Now, when the 1 Series first came out, like many people, I wasn't much of a fan. It had that ungainly swage line through the lower parts of the doors, and it kind of looked like the car was bent, but it's come a long way in its subsequent evolutions, and this particular model is looking really good. Much bigger taillights on the back now, a much more integrated design overall. It just feels more resolved, I guess you could say. As you'd expect with a BMW, you get a lovely interior. Sports seats that are heated, beautifully bolstered on the sides to give you plenty of support if you do go carving through corners, and they're extendable in the thigh as well, which is always nice to get that extra under leg support. Controls, as you'd expect again from BMW, very well weighted, everything's nicely laid out. A very chunky little steering wheel, quite fat and thick, almost like grabbing a whole string of sausages all the way around, and it's round too. No flat bottom gimmicks for BMW. The thing that probably grates with me, if anything, in the interior is the screen that sticks up out of the dashboard. It looks like half an iPad wedged in behind the air conditioning vents. It doesn't look completely resolved, and I've seen other cars with it too. Some Mercedes have it as well, and Audis, and it looks like it's them putting in the big screen functionality that they know they need to, but the car was never designed to take it from the get-go, and I think the next generation of those cars, including probably the 1 Series, will have the screen actually fully integrated within the design of the dash. So what do we think, in summary, of the M135i? It's a quality car, it's extremely well equipped. The thing that appeals most to me about this car, I guess, is it has this enormous range of performance. You don't have to be going hard out in tight, twisty, open road conditions to really enjoy this car. If you're just tottering around town in comfort mode or Eco Pro mode, it's still a very satisfying place to be. It's still quiet, it's still kind of couth, it's still rewarding. It feels like you're in a quality car. Any car that can accelerate to 100 kilometers an hour in under 5 seconds commands your respect and commands your attention, and this car will do it. It's probably the ultimate sleeper. People just don't expect this to be as fast and as capable as it is, and I like that.